Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Yesenia Lázaro.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
Welcome back to another edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's 2 for Tuesday, right? Doesn't really matter. Here are the headlines.
One arrested, one at large after stolen vehicle chase. Police have arrested one suspect and are searching for another following a chase involving a stolen white pickup truck early Sunday morning. Around 7:30 a.m., the KPSM Central Dispatch was alerted that the stolen vehicle had been spotted near the Phillipsburg police station. Patrols pursued the truck along Nisbet Road, where the driver sped off and later abandoned the vehicle near the Prince Bernard Bridge. Both suspects fled on foot. Officers later found one hiding in a nearby pond. He was arrested and taken into custody. The second suspect remains at large. The stolen vehicle was recovered and seized as evidence. Police are urging anyone with information to contact 542-2222, 911 or the anonymous tip line 9300.
Minister Gumbs meets with Teen Times on new youth cabinet initiative. Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honorable Melissa Gumbs, met with the team of Teen Times on Saturday to discuss her upcoming youth cabinet initiative aimed at giving young people a structured voice in national decision-making. A former Teen Times member herself, Minister Gumbs said the youth cabinet will ensure that youth participation is structural, meaningful and respected, not merely symbolic. She invited Teen Times to help raise awareness once recruitment begins. During the meeting, the teens shared their ideas and concerns about youth representation. Minister Gumbs reaffirmed her commitment to creating real avenues for young people to influence policy, echoing her recent remarks at the United Nations on the importance of valuing youth voices when they ask difficult questions. Teen Times pledged full support for the initiative and expressed readiness to collaborate on future youth projects.
Tours of Culture launches at St. Maarten Museum. The St. Maarten National Heritage Foundation and Museum has launched its Tours of Culture project under the Let's Act program, with an opening event featuring drummers Sammy Alexis and Mr. Snow, and guided historical tours by historian Jean-Marc Agosti. Project coordinator Shanika Rumney said the initiative connects seniors, youth, and children with St. Maarten's heritage through interactive tours, workshops, scavenger hunts, and storytelling. Part of the Let's Act program, a collaboration between Sede Aruba, SMDF, and 4C Foundation, founded by the Funds for Cultuur Participatie, the project promotes cultural education and community engagement. Upcoming activities include cultural storytelling for children in November and a historical train trolley tour for seniors in December. As we celebrate the spirit of service that defines our island, we take a moment to honor those who've quietly shaped the St. Maarten we know today. Stay with us.
St. Maarten, get ready for the hottest event of the year. Essence in Mind proudly present. It's all happening Saturday, October 25th, 2025. The Miss International Swimsuit Pageant. Watch as dazzling contestants from the United States, Anguilla, Antigua, St. Maarten, Haiti, Guyana, St. Kitts, and Trinidad. Sitting starts at 7 p.m. Showtime begins at 8 p.m. sharp. Tickets are just $25 in advance, $35 regular, and more at the door. Available now at Print and Sign Express, Creative Juices, Vandal, and the K-Band app. Don't miss the sparkling, the style, and the energy of the Miss International Swimsuit Pageant, October 25th, only at Ali's Convention Center.
Are you ready for the ultimate island challenge? It's the Tea Hunt, brought to you by Telem, an epic island-wide scavenger hunt full of clues, driving, fun, and wild challenges. Happening on Sunday, October 26th. Win various cash prizes for different challenges, plus there's even a prize for the most creative team. Sign up now at t-hunt@telemgroup.sx or call 559-8888. Call your team, get your friends. It's the Tea Hunt. Think fast, hunt smart, win big with Telem.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And guess what? That's it for your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. So as you enjoy your wonderful Friday, stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Martin, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Martin. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Martin by St. Martin hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
Minister Brug and MP Lacroes push forward stray animal welfare program. Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, the Honorable Richinel Brug, and MP Francisco Lacroes have reaffirmed their commitment to tackling St. Martin's stray animal crisis through a new government-backed initiative. Following a motion by MP Lacroes during the 2025 budget debate and a request from the Animal Welfare Foundation, the Ministry of VSR will allocate 20,000 guilders to support the sterilization and public education campaign. The program, carried out with local vets and non-profits like SXM Paws and Four Leaf Rover, aims to humanely control the island's stray population. This is not only about animal welfare, it's about public health and community safety, MP Lacroes said, noting health risks such as leptospirosis and ringworm. Minister Brug praised the initiative and confirmed his ministry's support, emphasizing collaboration with community partners. A 6-month progress report will be presented to Parliament. Lacroes also proposed adding a small fee to animal import permits to fund future welfare programs sustainably.
University of St. Maarten hosts historic first public Ph.D. defense. The University of St. Maarten, known as USM, made history with the country's first ever public Doctor of Philosophy Ph.D. defense on September 17th, marking a major milestone for higher education on the island. Architectural engineer Aga Kus, a doctoral candidate at TU Delft, defended her dissertation titled Affordable and Future Resilient Housing for the island of St. Maarten, North and South. Her research, conducted under the Islanders at the Helm program, focused on sustainable and community-driven housing practices across the island. The academic defense, chaired by USM President Dr. Antonio Carmona Baez, featured a committee of scholars from TU Delft and USM. A public roundtable followed, engaging government and civil society representatives in discussions on housing and resilience. Among guests were MPs Ludmila De Wever and Dimar Labega, former Minister Anna Richinel, and Valerie Hitterson Pantaflet, chair of the USM Foundation Board, who hailed the event as a defining moment in the USM's academic growth. Dr. Carmona Baez described the defense as a new chapter for USM as a center for knowledge creation in the Caribbean. TU Delft will formally confer Kus's PhD in the Netherlands later this year.
SXM Baseball Week hits a home run for St. Maarten. The island's first ever SXM Baseball Week was a grand slam for youth sport, drawing more than 160 youth athletes from October 6th to 8th for a weekend of skill building, mentorship, and community spirit. Organized by professional player Dudley Leonora along with Pelican League Baseball Association and the Solid for St. Maarten Foundation, the event brought together local and Major League Baseball talent to coach and inspire children aged 9 and up. Despite weather disruptions on the final day, the enthusiasm never waned. Players, parents, and coaches praised the initiative for its impact on youth development and island unity. MP Egbert J. Duran and sponsors, including Nagico, Winair, Port St. Maarten, and others, were credited for helping make the event possible. Organizers have already confirmed plans for SXM Baseball Week 2.0, promising an even bigger celebration next year. Coming up after the break, a celebration of 7 remarkable lives whose stories span generations of care, faith, and community. You don't want to miss it right after this commercial break.
St. Maarten, get ready for the hottest event of the year. Essence in Mind proudly present. It's all happening Saturday, October 25th, 2025. The Miss International Swimsuit Pageant. Watch as Disneyland contestants from the United States, Anguilla, Antigua, St. Maarten, Haiti, Guyana, St. Kitts, and Trinidad. Sitting starts at 7 p.m. Showtime begins at 8 p.m. sharp. Tickets are just $25 in advance, $35 regular, and more at the door. Available now at Print and Sign Express, Creative Juices, Vandal, and the K-Band app. Don't miss the sparkling, the style, and the energy of the Miss International Swimsuit Pageant, October 25th, only at Ali's Convention Center.
Are you ready for the ultimate island challenge? It's the Tea Hunt, brought to you by Telem, an epic island-wide scavenger hunt full of clues, driving, fun, and wild challenges. Happening on Sunday, October 26th. Win various cash prizes for different challenges, plus there's even a prize for the most creative team. Sign up now at t-hunt at telemgroup.sx or call 559-8888. Call your team, get your friends. It's the Tea Hunt. Think fast, hunt smart, win big with Telem.
I tell you my team lit. I'm calling. Can't you see? Why won't you believe me? Oh, darling. I'm calling.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to run.
What did you do?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
The
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a f***ing app. What the f***? It's not a f***ing app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Good day and welcome back to NEWSDESK. Every October, the world observes the International Day of the Elderly, a reminder of the wisdom, resilience, and lifelong contributions of our seniors. Here on St. Maarten, that spirit came to life in a special way, as the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, under the leadership of Minister, the Honorable Richinel Brug, paid tribute to 7 extraordinary individuals whose decades of service have strengthened the very fabric of our community. Today, we shine a light on their stories and the legacy they've built for generations to come. Here's Alston with today's feature. Who are the pillars that build St. Maarten?
Thank you, Jess. The recognition ceremony held in observance of the International Day of the Elderly celebrated 7 individuals whose journeys tell the story of an island built on compassion, perseverance, and faith. Among them was Miss Elvia Theodora Guy, who returned to St. Martin in 1977 after completing her nursing studies in the Netherlands. From her work in public health to her leadership in social services, Miss Guy spent more than 3 decades ensuring that families in need were cared for with dignity and compassion. Another honoree, Mr. Charles Freddie Maku, began serving his community as early as 1967 as the island's first qualified health inspector. Maku helped establish the hygiene department in 1972, a cornerstone of public health that continues to protect residents today. His dedication extended beyond health services. As president of the Kobe Community Council, he exemplified civic responsibility in action. Mr. Joseph Joe Gumbs, who came from Angola at the age of 12, became a symbol of entrepreneurial endurance. Together with his late wife, he opened Joe's Shopping Center on Back Street in 1972. More than half a century later, the store still stands as one of the island's few remaining family-run shops, a living reminder that success is built on integrity and community trust. In the field of healthcare, Nurse Linda Piper built her career around the well-being of St. Martin's children, from pioneering school immunization programs to leading initiatives on childhood obesity and healthy eating. She spent decades ensuring that every child had a healthier start in life. Miss Nasili Anna, originally from the Dominican Republic, brought a different kind of artistry to the island through beauty, mentorship, and empowerment. Since 1983, her salon became a place of transformation where young women, brides, and even carnival queens found not only confidence, but inspiration to pursue their dreams. Faith and service intertwined in the story of Pastor James Augustus Young, a native of St. Vincent who made St. Martin his home in 1917. A baker by trade and a spiritual leader by calling, he founded Caribbean Bakery in the early 1970s and later pastored Bible Baptist Church in Sucker Garden, Arch Road, for over 40 years. His dual legacy of nourishment, both physical and spiritual, has left an indelible mark on the island. And then there's Mr. Oscar Gladwin David, whose career in mechanics began when he was just 13 years old. After years of hands-on experience and international training, he dedicated 30 years to teaching at the vocational training school, guiding generations of young mechanics who would go on to power industries across St. Martin and beyond. Together, these 7 honorees reflect not just years of service, but lifetimes of leadership, care, and mentorship. Adding to the celebration, the ministry also recognized 3 of St. Martin's treasured centenarians. Mary Rafe, age 105. Olive Doris Gertrude Wilson, turning 104 this month. And Barbara Richardson Alexander, age 101 years old. Each of them stands as living proof of resilience and grace, reminders of the strength and wisdom carried by those who came before us. In his address, Minister Richinel Brug expressed heartfelt gratitude, saying, "Our elderly are the living memory of our nation, keepers of wisdom, culture, and resilience. We honor their lifelong contributions and reaffirm our commitment to ensuring they live with dignity, care, and respect." It was a moment that transcended ceremony, an acknowledgement that the story of St. Martin is, at its heart, the story of its people.
A beautiful tribute to those who've built, taught, and inspired across generations. As the Ministry of VSI continues to champion the welfare of our elderly, this celebration reminds us all to honor the hands that paved the way. Because when we recognize the pillars of our past, we strengthen the foundation of our future. For NEWSDESK, I'm Yesenia. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin NEWSDESK.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across the social media platforms. I am Austin Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lassiter, wishing you an amazing evening. I'll see you tomorrow.
You should say it.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
Boom.